I'm Brianna, and this is my life on paper, and I am playing along with Crazy Craft Obsession and Rainbow Magic. Our color for this month is orange, and so I pulled out my orange things, and I hope it's not cheating if I pulled out Halloween stuff, because I do have that to scrapbook, and I'm showing you here I have printables from Simple Stories, Dashboards, and Elements. I've used a couple of those, and then my other things that I'm using too, or not using. Here is a stamp set from Amazon. It doesn't have a name, but I thought maybe I'd use for the tag. And now I've got a couple stamp sets from um, Close to My Heart, and I might bring that in later. So I have these 4 photos. The one on the right is my nephew's, and I covered their faces for privacy. Right off the bat, I pull out this candy corn and I cut it wrong, because if you saw the sketch I got at the beginning from Pinterest, I thought, oh, I'll use that striped paper for the stripes, and I'll use the candy corn paper for the triangles. So why I cut the candy corn into the stripes, the candy corn into strips, I don't know. So here you'll see me cutting them. And the one triangle is more of, and I don't know, obtuse or a right angle or that kind of thing. Well, maybe it's no, it doesn't look like a right angle. So one is more of a even triangle where the other one is longer on one end. So I wanted to make sure that I got that right from the sketch. So here is my strips. The one thinner goes on the bottom, and it's one long piece, and then it has a little bit of a chunkier one that goes, and I think that was a 1/2 inch, and it's a shorter one that goes along the top. So I cut that down right away. Now my background, I believe, is Vicky Boutin. It's already a mixed media already done for you, and when I was going through my cardstock looking for an orange background, I found that. Originally I had tried the candy corn for the background, but it was just too busy. So the 2 pictures on the left are my husband. He used a Snapchat filter. And then the picture to the right of him is myself with a Snapchat filter. Now these tags I had gotten, they were cut aparts a very super long time ago. And they have a couple tags that go with them that are have purple and yellow in them. So I just used the 2 tags. And they're not quite as big as what I would have liked, but they were jumping off places. So I used that title. That I got at a retreat. And it fits perfectly up there, October 31st. I wanted to take pictures, even if it was my husband and I in snap filters, because I just have so much Halloween things to use in scrapbook layouts. And I'm coming to realize, oh, so this is the fence from the one Close to My Heart stamp set. Out of all the things that I thought I would have used out of that set for this layout, that was not one of them. But that's okay. It's got that, in the sketch, it's that piece of paper going across, that strip of paper. So I use that instead of having a strip of paper, and I really like that. And it doesn't stamp perfectly, but that's some of the makes it look like you made it yourself. It was perfect. That no one would have known I would have stamped it and made it myself. So then I'm going to put you through watching me cut out everything. Being new to voiceovers, I wasn't sure how fast this would speed up to. I wasn't sure how much time I would have to talk. In my last video that I did a voiceover, I just felt like it went so quick, so I left some of the stuff in. Sorry, just so that I had some space to talk. So here's my favorite Tim Holtz scissors. They're the serrated ones. I just love that, and I got them when they were like 40% off at Hobby Lobby. Unfortunately, I don't think Hobby Lobby does the 40% off Tim Holtz anymore, but these are absolutely my favorite scissors. And I'm not going to be perfect with this fence, just going to cut it out so it's just got a little bit of a dimension or that right there, even though it's flat. And then I look at my Simple Stories, the printables, and these were free on the internet. I don't know if they still have those. And then I got my stickers out, and they were just some random stickers I had, so I'm going to use that pumpkin. And I might have been looking for more paper, or let's see, I've already inked, so we didn't need that. I know I was looking for Oh, my circle. I thought, oh, it needs a circle behind the pumpkin. And I didn't know. So I grabbed a couple different sheets out of my stash. So I've got scraps of paper that are sorted by color. So I got my orange out and I picked those two. And I thought, boy, I'm going to just punch them both and see what looks better on the paper. And then the other circle will just go into my embellishments, honestly, because it's always nice to have some things just stashed there that I can grab if I need them. So I try the first one that's patterned paper. And that looks okay, but I want to see how the orange one looks, and it just looks too orange. So I pull that out and I stick with the patterned paper. Now I'm going to get some of those banners. They're kind of labels from that printable set because I'm going to put one in each of those clusters that I've started. And I didn't, you'll see on the finished layout, I did not put anything in there, but they're nice spots that you can just put, I could put my nephew's names, I could put the date, I could just put Happy Halloween, um, favorite Halloween words. So there's a label for that cluster. And then I go back to that. Oh, probably more banners. Yep. And I picked a yellow one because there is yellow in the candy corn, so I didn't feel bad about grabbing a yellow one. That orange tag on the bottom, I was a little bit apprehensive of using because it kind of fades into the background, but it does have that nice distressing on it. That was not me. That was the way it was made. So I felt okay with that, and you'll see how I fix it later just to make it a little bit better. Back to the stickers again. Nope, that's not what I'm going to use. What am I going to use? I think I do go back to that. Look through the stamps one more time. Back to the printables. So I really like there was arrows on there, but I didn't end up using the arrows. So cutting out the yellow star, and again, I've got some yellow on there. So even though the color is orange, I felt okay with using a little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of black. And this is where you have to watch me cut out everything, just because I didn't know how long it was going to really take once I sped it up. I'm happy to be playing along with this hat. Make sure you check out everybody below that's playing along. I thought this hat was a good idea because I'm wearing the witch's hat in my picture, and it's darn cute, so I'm going to cut that out in double time to get that on the page. I just can't believe how little you really use. Even when you use a lot on a scrapbook page, it doesn't put a dent into your stash. So I don't have to buy Halloween stuff for years, and I will be good with the stash that I have. And you can see how you can take stuff that's not that new and mix it in with newer stuff to kind of update it and make it look appropriate in your page. Here's the candy corn from the printable that I'm cutting out. There's 3 of them. One more. In the future, I might not cut all these out in frame, but I just didn't feel like I had anything else that I was doing once I figured out what I wanted to use. The ink that I used for that fence was Catherine Pooler Black, or it's called Midnight. There's another label for the bottom, and then that hat is going to get moved. Oh, Crocodile in to make a hole for that tag, and then I'm going to take that tag out and line it up and put a hole in the same spot in that tag since it worked out so good on the first one. I did not put the string in. You will see the string and the tags in the final picture, but I did not, I didn't have string by me, so I did not string the tags during the putting it all together. So here I am cutting out a little ghost that came with that printable, and that I'm going to put down by that orange tag, and it's going to make it, well, I hope what it does is make it look more not so blending in with the background. So it's going to sit over that triangle and the tag where they come together. And then right there with the label there, and then the hat's going to go up by the black tag. and those candy corns get moved around a little bit more. So that, I think, is where I decide, yep, I like it. That's where it's going to get stuck down. And at that point, I thought, do I want to do this on camera, or should I just stop the video here? But I thought, nope, let's show the whole process. And who knows, things always move around after I get everything where I think I want it. So I thought, oh, nope, let's just glue it down so that we know the finished product in case I change my mind on anything. So on this striped piece of paper, I do use liquid glue. I have Tombow liquid glue. I like to use that. And that allows me just to be able to wiggle it around a little bit if I need to. But I use my ATG for most everything else. So here goes the triangle, the ATG, and I'm going to get my pictures down. That was my favorite one. My husband sent me several with filters on it. I asked him for it. I asked the kids for it too, for more Halloween pictures, and that one on the left made me smile. I got my witch's hat on. I think I did the same one last year. And I just put some glue on the bottom so that I can get that tag glue down behind it. And here's where it's going to make it interesting to get some glue down for my nephew's pictures. There. And then the tag. And the thing of it is that my nephew's pictures were a little bit shorter than the rest of the photos. So when I go to put this down, it doesn't go straight across. So I kind of put it over the top of our pictures. But then I decide, oh, look, the tag in the sketch goes over the striped strip. So then I'm going to mess with the tag again. There goes this. I want to call him a snowman. There is the ghost. And I got another label, and up comes the tag. And let's see if we can move this around to get it under the picture, which isn't glued all the way down, but over the striped strip. So there we go. And the title's going down. And then I think I lost a little space with the tag. So I end up put some glue on the candy corns, and I put the hat down, and then I just feel like I lost a lot of space for the candy corns. So then I put the next triangle down. I really like this layout for these photos. This really worked good. And for orange too, I stuck to most orange. My last layout when I was doing yellow, I think everything was yellow, but you can use black as a total, and just a little bit of yellow. It's in the same color family. There goes the pumpkin sticker and the banner for that cluster. And then I'm gonna, excuse me, then I'm gonna go back to my candy corn and decide, boy, there's not a lot of room there, so maybe I'll just put them on top and make them a filler up there. So that's where they sit. And then the only thing you're gonna see in the finished photos is the string on the tags. Thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. Make sure you look below for everyone else who's playing along with Rainbow Magic and Crazy Craft Obsession.